Hello friends and welcome to a brand new video of Happy Life. Well, today I'll be telling you one tip or one of the life hack or most important thing to make your day more and more productive. Well, quite often you might have found out that you start your day, just go on with your day casually, and at the end of the day when you're at your bed and recalling your day, what happened, and regret, and you come to know or come to realize that your day was full of regrets. You couldn't able to do most of your work that should have been done in that day, and you wonder why it happened, what happened, why I couldn't able to do what I wanted. And you realize that most of your time just went casually, and you just went through Facebook, Twitter, chit-chatting with your friends, moved out roaming here and there, whereas there was something in your subconscious or in the back of your mind that these tasks had to be completed, but you couldn't do that. Why these things happen? And it happens to most of the people most of the times. Well, if at all you want to do tasks that you wanted, this is the hack. Whenever you get up, within the first half an hour of your waking time, go for what you want to do in that day. Make a to-do list. First tip, make a to-do list. To-do lists are very, very important. Well, when I say to-do list, it's only activity based. It's not that vision, goal, all these things. Though for those things I'll have another video, how to decide your goal and how to create that powerful and right goals for development of yourself. Well, I'm talking about activities, activity level. Once there are big visions and goals for your life, you can break it down to activities. So in activity level, you have to write down to-do list, be it 5 to 10 activities in that day or 3 to 4 activities that you want to plan in that day. Once you write it down, it creates a great communication between you and your subconscious mind. It always gets ingrained in your subconscious mind, and whenever you want to waste your time or want to do something else other than these activities, it'll always push you to at least complete this activity. After that, go for those unimportant things that might be enjoyment, that might be some guilty pleasures like watching TV. You can very well do that for your stress relieving and for enjoying the life. But once you complete this activity, or in between those activities, or at least completing 1 or 2 activities, you can have a gap in between, but your main priority will be to complete the activities. Once you have a clear picture on your mind what to do through that day, and this happens when you go through a to-do list or when you write a to-do list. So how to write a to-do list? Well, there are many things, like people say, like hour by hour you can plan what to do. That's the best one. But many times, including me, I couldn't, like my works are like it can be done at any time in a day. There is something called 4 quadrants of Stephen Covey, a very famous book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People he has written. In that there are 4 quadrants, like the top quadrant is urgent and important, next is quadrant 2, not urgent but very important, then urgent but not important, then neither urgent nor important. So anyway, we are not planning for not planning for unimportant things, whether it be urgent or not urgent, it doesn't matter, but all the important things we have to put it into to-do list. So based on the priority, like if it is urgent and important, it will always be on the top of your to-do list. You have to complete it as soon as you go through the day. You have to complete it. Then you can go for not urgent but very important, and these activities will always push you towards your development of your life. So prioritize your activities, urgent, important, according to the urgency and importance. Then the bottom of your to-do list should be important task which may not be urgent. So this is how you can plan. You can also specify time when you want to do it. Personally for me, I just divide it into my first half and second half. Well, in the first half before lunch I have to complete all these tasks. In the second half I have to complete these tasks. So I just categorize that, because my works are not so stringent or like it had to be done at this time, but most of the people had to do a certain work at certain time. So what I propose is that fix a time for that also. That will really help in curbing distractions, because if you fix a task like I have to complete this task from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, you anyway pressurize yourself subconsciously to finish that work by 10 o'clock. You won't go into other distractions. So this is how you should ideally plan. So give a time for that based on urgency and importance. Plan your day's work. It may be 5 to 10 tasks or activities, or sometimes it may be also 3 to 4 tasks. It happens, it doesn't matter if you have very less works also. It could be long duration work. So this is how a compulsory thing. Plan your to-do list at the first half an hour of your day, so that you can have a clear picture or idea how your day should go. Unplanned days are like days which are not under our control. It just passed away, and we don't want that in our life. We want every day to be productive, to be adding value to our life. And sometimes if you happen to overshoot your time, you are not able to complete out of maybe 10 activities 3 or 4 activities, sometimes 5 to 6 activities. Don't get disheartened, because it is far better than not having at all a to-do list and not able to do anything at all, or hardly able to do 2 to 3 activities a day and wasting all of your time. So it is far better to have a to-do list. Let the work overshoot to next day. Don't get stressed, because it is far better that you are in control. You at least know what needs to be done tomorrow or what you couldn't do today. So by this you'll have control and don't get stressed. So friends, it is quite simple, not a great tool or technique, but very effective in your life. I did this since 3 to 4 years before. I was never having a to-do list. I just worked as the work came by. As I remember something oh, this I had to do today. So suddenly something comes up in my mind and I start doing that. So by this thing, nothing is in my control, and I forget things, because mind is always forgetful. So I forget things, and I forget commitments for which people don't even trust or believe me. So what I did, I started making to-do list. I also use some apps like Google Keep. You can even use like Evernote or something else, so that it could also remind you on that specific day or time. Use diaries and calendars also, so it will also make you remember that on this day this work had to be done and you have to do that. So it's like a commitment you had given to somebody, or to maybe to yourself. So once from that you capture your to-do list, there is a great lot chance that you will be able to complete the task. So friends, our main objective is to complete task in a day on time as much as possible. This tip, a very simple one but very effective one, will really help you get that thing. So friends, I hope this video was quite useful for you. If you found this video useful, please like it, share it, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button, so that you get a lot of videos on improving your productivity and many other things. So friends, till our next video, see you again. Thank you.